Let me do this real quick so I can see comments coming in.
Are we live?
Yes, we are live.
Okay. Then I won't cuss you out now.
Oh, okay. That'll be for afterwards. Got it. Let me actually move that down, and we're gonna make this big, full screen. Well, maybe not full screen. Okay. How is everybody doing today? We are live here today, and if you don't know who I am, my name is Les. If you don't know who this is Dennis, and this is the owner of AllProvide.
Hi, everyone.
If you want to tap the screen, send some hearts, say hello. Hey, Michelle Allen from Monkey's House. If y'all aren't following Monkey's House, go give them a follow. So today we're actually this whole month we're doing different things, and because it's our 10-year anniversary. We've been pulling our hair out for 10 years. So, but yeah, so we're gonna do some Q&A with Dennis today. Feel free to drop some questions if you would like. I have some questions here for him to answer as well. But yeah, so I guess we can get started. Are you ready?
No, but let's do it. This is why he does the videos and not me.
All right. No, you're not too bad. First question. So what inspired you to start AllProvide?
Well, I was living in San Diego on the Bay and with my dogs on a boat. I had a Great Dane and a Lab, and they would always scavenge in the rocks for old bait fish and stuff. Cole got a fish hook in his jaw, but a friend of mine started telling me about fresh food. So I just started throwing a pound of ground beef on their dinner every night and realized they stopped eating junk and that they stopped scavenging. So from there was a great store in San Diego called Holistics, and I started buying fresh food there. And it was just amazing to see the difference in the way my dogs responded health-wise. And I was done. I just wanted to be in this area. Plus, I wanted to work with my dog.
Yeah.
It's a little benefit.
If you have ever, Bonnie's over here sleeping on her bed. She's not.
Sorry, little one.
She's definitely does not get Employee of the Month. But yeah, it is fun. Now, anybody who's ever been to our office knows that we do not need an alarm system or anything to let us know that somebody is here, because there's 4 to 5, sometimes 6 dogs that let us know.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Can you share a little bit about the journey of AllProvide from its inception to now?
I think one of the biggest changes for AllProvide is when we started as strictly a raw direct-to-market, direct-to-consumer company. And I was back home and watching a friend of mine cook for her dog. And I was like, why don't you feed raw? And Charmaine goes, well, my vet says it'll kill my dog. So I was like, well, we could do that. So if we weren't the first to start doing gently cooked, we were one of the first. So I think that's one of the biggest changes or additions to our journey was coming out with the gently cooked line of dog food.
Which is growing drastically. I mean, our sales for gently cooked is definitely kicking Raw's butt right now.
Yeah. It's just an easier transition for a lot of people to, move from kibble to a cooked product. And the vegetarians prefer it because it's not so bloody.
That's true. That's true.
As they've told me.
Michelle says, switching to fresh food turns back the clock for our pups. That is very true. It's kind of crazy because whenever you think about it, if you ate McDonald's every day and then one day you decided to eat in whole foods that were actually natural, I mean, yeah, you're going to feel good almost instantly. Yeah. But yeah, that's for sure. Next question. Okay. What sets AllProvide apart from other pet food companies?
I think we're
the best.
There are a lot of great fresh pet food companies out there. Mm-hmm. I don't know what sets us apart. I know what we do. And what we do is we try to buy the best ingredients and maintain a price point to make this category of food as affordable as possible. We have eliminated all the dirty dozen produce. We get really high quality proteins. We're bringing in natural wild Alaskan salmon oil, cod liver oil. So we're trying to do the best we can for your pets and ours, because ours eat this every day.
Yeah, especially keeping it more natural as opposed to a bunch of synthetic vitamins that your pet's not going to digest or absorb anyways, because their body's not going to know what to do with it because it's not natural.
Very limited ingredients, and you'll find the ingredients on the supermarket shelf. You'll be able to understand what they are and not have to Google it.
And yeah, and you understand why it's so expensive, because those ingredients aren't cheap. Oh, paying for quality here. Okay, next question. Can you explain the benefits of feeding pets a natural diet?
Oh, why don't you? Well, I would think to start off, the first would be the poop.
Absolutely.
My old next door neighbor, we had the same lawn care guy, and he would always go, "Thank you for cleaning up your yard before I come by." And I go, "I don't clean up my yard." He goes, "Well, where's the poop?" I go, "It's that little dry white spot over there."
Yeah, there's no preservatives in it to preserve the poop.
Yep, and no fillers.
No fillers.
So for me, one of the greatest benefits for me is not having to clean that up. And if you have cats, from what I hear, because I don't own a cat, the litter box doesn't stink.
Yes,
So-
and actually, there's a lot of people too that have said that whenever they go to a more fresh diet for their cats, a lot of the allergies that people have towards cats tend to go away as well.
Yeah. And
don't know the science behind that. That's not what I'm good at. But maybe we can get
no
Judy,
chemicals.
Maybe we can get Judy on here and she can go into a deep dive about it. And I just shake my head and say, yeah. All right. Okay. The next question is: do you have plans to expand the product line to include other types of food or treats?
We do. We're working on a few things right now, but I really don't want to get ahead of my skis with this and start telling you about something that we haven't fully brought or not ready to bring to market. I'm sure when we get close, Les here will have a video out on it within a matter of moments.
We will have a discussion, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be putting me through it just yet. Okay, so what is the next one? Oh, you're gonna enjoy this one. What is your favorite part of the job as the owner of AllProvide?
There's a couple things. One is the people we meet.
Yeah.
Les and I, if you don't know this, when we started, we were strictly going to dog shows. We had no marketing budget. We had no money. So every other week we would hop in our Sprinter van and drive somewhere in the country to do a dog show. We met so many amazing people. Our first dog show, we've met our longest term customer, Beth Blankenship, who happened to have won Best in Breed at Westminster. What breed?
Keyshawn.
Yeah, I always say it wrong. I always say Weyerheimer or not Weyerheimer, Keish. Anyway, enough of that. So we've met some amazing people. Then I have to say more recently, with Dr. Judy Morgan, we won Best Food at Global Pet Expo, Best Food and Treat category, which is just huge. We were showing our gently cooked cat food line that day, and Judy's Constitutions and her pup love. So that was a pretty amazing, unbelievable day for me. You finally felt the hard work really was, somebody recognized
Well,
it.
I think you missed something about all of that, the favorite part of the job, because you get to work with me.
I get to work with your dogs.
Oh, actually, I don't know. Bonnie's kind of giving you up for Melissa.
Well, Bonnie loves me at breakfast time.
She does. She's like, oh, the meat man is here. Oh, okay. So you did mention some memorable moments. Do you have anything from the journey of AllProvide that might be funny or more memorable moments that you might have?
Oh my gosh.
It's hard to remember.
Okay. Memorable moments. The Global Pet Expo was probably one of the first, it's just a little on my side, but actually the year we stopped losing money, it actually had a profit.
Wasn't much, but there was
Wasn't much. And it wasn't that, it was a year ago. So it's been to start a pet food company with no advertising budget is
don't do it. Don't do it.
But some of the memorable moments, again, it comes back to the people we've met. It's just to sit there and be able to have dinner with Dr. Judy, and I've had dinner a couple of times with Susan Dixon. I mean, it's just amazing that we get to be a part of this community.
Yeah.
That is just an incredibly dedicated group of people showing so much love for pets.
Absolutely. I mean, and how long has it been since we've been making the list with Susan? 8 years?
I think 8 years.
7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty good memorable moment.
because we didn't know about the list until then.
Right, that's true. Oh, and also too, what was really fun is the day we did the live with Dr. Judy to announce that we were making her pup loaf, and you and her actually tasted it.
Yes.
It was very, what would you describe the flavor as?
Fishy, because of all the sardines, which I used to call sourdines, and they would make fun of me.
But now you're saying sardines,
Sardines.
with a southern accent.
Well, we are in the South. So that, all the little bone fragments get stuck in your teeth, and it's a bunch of organs and fish.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so tasty.
But actually, when we shot the confetti can on the live, there's actually still a piece of confetti stuck in the ceiling, and that was 3 years ago, and it's still stuck there. We just leave it there.
That shows you our housekeeping skills.
Okay, now
It's only in the conference room.
I was gonna say, what if the housekeeping lady is watching? Now she's like, okay, I see you.
It's only in the conference room.
Okay, let's keep it. We have any? Oh yeah, Michelle was saying the day you ate it on live. You did eat it on live. That's right.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
I've eaten so much of our food at dog shows and parking lot events back when we were doing those every other weekend. People would go, if it's human grade, I want to see you eat it.
Just very bland meat.
I haven't died yet. But well, it's not bland. It's organs and salmon oil. And
there's a little bit of oregano, turmeric, just a little bit of stuff in there. Speaking of Michelle, are there any community project or partnerships that AllProvide is involved with?
I think we've pretty much been with Monkey House since the inception. I don't know if you visited Monkey House.
I have not. I need to. Michelle, since you're on here, I need to message you because I think when it's Ziegler's open house June.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I would love to come by because it's not too far from you, so I'd love to come by Monkey's house and see you and see everything.
I've been to Monkey House 3 times, I think now. It's humbling to see what's going on there, to see her opening her home to all these animals, to see the volunteers sitting there just holding these dogs that haven't seen love. I'm trying to choose my words here because it's not sad. It's spiritual and uplifting to see the love that's being given to these dogs that were abandoned and given up for
sure.
And then you see all the bowls. She'll have like 30 some bowls lined up, each one with a little card of what supplements go and what food they get. It's very humbling. It's beautiful to see.
It absolutely is. Yeah. It's very exciting.
Next.
Are you getting emotional? Somebody asked, do you ship bone broth direct to pet parents? Yes, we actually do. And actually, so we've also been doing giveaways in our stories on social media. So basically what we do is we ask you a question, you answer it, and then we do a raffle. So tomorrow's question, when you answer that, you'll actually be entered into a raffle for some treats, and bone broth would be included with that. So
we tend to be out at times, but we're working on that.
We are. We're working on a lot of things, that's for sure. Okay, so the next one, you're going to love answering this one. Do you have pets of your own? If so, how do they enjoy AllProvide products?
I'm down to 1 now.
1.5.
Well, I'm a foster dad, a daytime foster dad for my neighbor's dog, who I love. He just needs to be here every day so he can he's got a great group of friends at the dog park, more than I have. And has his buddies here. The dogs are my friends.
Unless you don't bring them treats, and then they're mad at you.
So I'm just down to Kona. I'm his 3rd owner in this country, or if you want to say pet parent, or he is my master. I really don't know how this works out. But yeah, I just down to Kona.
Dennis is one of those pet owners. Okay, you don't want that? I'll give you this. I'll give you everything.
He's been through a lot in life. He deserves as much comfort. He's about 14-ish. He came out of Baja Dog Rescue in Mexico, and he's just getting a lot of love nowadays.
And he also has to have a card to go with him when he goes places to be dog sat, because he's got a lot of supplements too. Best food ever. I couldn't agree more.
Thank you.
Okay, so what's a piece of advice you would give to someone new to pet ownership?
Well, you've got these on your table. I think I would start off by reading Judy's books.
Mm-hmm.
So the Raising a Naturally Healthy Pet.
And then she also has Keeping a Naturally Healthy Pet as well, for once you kind of get past the first stages of it.
And then Parasites. Keep your dog off Perfecto, please. So that would be a good starting point, is just reading Dr. Judy Morgan's blogs, watching her YouTubes, and buying the books. That would be amazing. It's
also,
a great starting point.
We, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but we actually have a blog now too that has a lot of information on it as
Do
well.
we?
Yeah.
I found out yesterday, actually.
It's okay. We just do things, and then later on we tell Dennis, and he's like, "Oh, okay, that's great." Yeah. Any other advice? Get a job that you can bring them to work. Otherwise, don't get. I'm just kidding.
If you're here, you're not feeding kibble, so I guess that's a good start.
Well, we try.
Oh, I would also check out Susan Thixton's list.
Mm-hmm.
She is a challenge for me to supply the information every year for her list, because she is so thorough. So it's not everybody that can make that list. She wants to. There's other, what would you call them, not reviewers out there that just kind of look at your guaranteed analysis and say, oh, this is great for your dog. She needs to see your invoices. She sees what we pay for the ingredients, where they come from. Every aspect of everything that goes in our food is on that list and supplied with documentation to verify that that's true.
Yeah.
So it's
and
pretty
we
amazing.
do a lot of research. It's sometimes I'm just kind of a little bit exhausted from the research, but we do every time we bring in new products, or if we want to do different things, supplements, stuff like that. It's so much research into what goes into our food, country of origin, seeing where it's when it comes to our meat, seeing how they're treated,
animal welfare.
Yeah, all of this stuff plays a heavy role in it.
When we first were doing the first survey for, I'm losing my words right now, for the list.
That's just once, though.
For Susan's list.
For 18 minutes, and it's only happened once. You're doing pretty good.
So for the first time I tried to get on Susan's list, I was like, oh, we're using organic this. And then I realized the organic this was coming out of China. So when I started to have to research the country of origin, the next year we had brought everything to Western countries. All our meats and proteins are U.S. sourced. Except
for rabbit, that comes from Hungary.
Yep. And it's owned by a Swedish company. So they're manufacturing, or if you want to call it manufacturing, to Swedish law. If
I'm not mistaken, and don't hold me to this, I think it's a regenerative farm as well.
Yep, it is. So yeah, so the Susan Thixton really upped our game, made me realize where we're getting our ingredients from.
Okay, there's some stuff. Okay, will you be having gently cooked rabbit in the future? We've talked about it. Rabbit is just such a niche market, and it's also already very expensive. So once you add the cooking process to it, it goes up a little bit more. Plus, we just don't have freezer space.
That's a big part of it. I've actually suggested it. He's shot me down a couple times.
Well, if it was up to you, we'd have double the products.
Yes, it would.
And then that's when I go, you're going to make us all pull our hair out. So no.
when we move in a few years, when we have more freezer space, we could look at that.
Yeah. And the more suggestions you all give us, the better. We definitely appreciate any suggestions and hearing from you. Yeah, I mean, whatever comment you have, for the most part, I think we read everything.
So tomorrow I fly up to Canton, Massachusetts to look at our new production line that we just ordered. So we only buy new equipment. We needed to expand our production. We've been out of things here and there. So we're really hoping the additional production line we're bringing in will help us meet the demand and growth. And hopefully Les will post some of the pictures I take.
Yeah, well,
after he edits my video.
I requested that he have somebody else do it, but we'll see. Yes, you can cook any of our raw products. Any of the raw products can be cooked. You definitely don't want to do high temperatures. You want to keep the temperatures low. Low temperatures, longer cook time. So that way you're not killing any nutrients. If you're going to do something like sauteing, I suggest either adding some water or bone broth to it and putting a lid over it as well, so it retains everything in there. And make sure it's not a super high temp, like low, medium, somewhere in between there. You don't want to brown it like you do meat.
No.
Okay, so we have one more question, and then if anybody is wanting to ask any questions to Dennis, we'll take a couple of questions. So, but the last question is, to all these lovely people watching at home, all these lovely people, is there anything you'd like to say to them?
I just want to thank you for supporting us. You know, without you guys, we wouldn't be here. It's you're the reason we exist. Well, and to feed our petties. Well, you can't see her little butt right there. But I just really want to thank you because
she just gave him a little she gave him side eye.
Why are you touching my butt? So, yeah. So just thank you all for being here, for trusting us with your pets.
And joining our lovely ride of, well, I don't even know what you would call it.
So think with the next 10 years, well, I'll be really old in 10 more years, but
you said it.
But it's going to be amazing. It'll be amazing to see where we're at that point in time.
Absolutely. I mean, it's exciting. We've got stuff coming, so make sure y'all are paying attention to everything we're doing. Okay, so somebody asked, how big is the current warehouse?
Right now, total square footage is, I don't hold me to the foot, but it's 13,660 something.
Okay.
So we lease this facility. Our lease is up in 2 years, a little over 2 years, and we're looking to buy our own facility and build it out. We're one of the only companies that I know in Georgia that manufacture refrigeration. Mm-hmm. So we have 2 freezers here now.
Especially the size of it, because I don't think anybody else here is manufactured in the size that we are.
Yeah. We probably have about 2,500 square feet of freezer space right now. And then our production facility. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
And it's still not enough.
It's still not enough.
Oh, hey, Beth Blankenship said, hey.
Hey, Beth, we were talking about you earlier in only good ways.
Only. That's the only way we would talk about you ever. I think I've seen another one. Thank you all so much for the love. Thank you so much for making a wonderful product. Thank you. Can't wait to meet you in Orlando. Yes, absolutely. It's
oh my gosh, we haven't mentioned that.
Yeah, I forgot to. Well, I think it's because we were so focused on it being, when was it? October. And now we're like, oh, okay. It's like,
I think it's in March, but you said May. So if you don't know, Dr. Judy's Natural Healthy Pet Experience will be in Orlando in a few months.
It is May 12th and 13th.
So we are the main sponsor for that event. Mm-hmm. And you will, when you walk in the door, you're going to see our area mixed with Dr. Judy's area and Hugh. And hopefully Gwen will be there. It's going to be an exciting event. We're really looking forward to that. And hopefully no hurricanes, because that's what happened to the last one.
No, you should be fine. I think in May. I don't think there is any.
No.
I'm from Florida, and I'm like, wait, is there? Is there not? It rains all the time in Florida, so you're just used to it.
Yeah.
If anybody had any other questions, feel free to ask. If not, I mean, is there anything else you want to say? I mean, this 10 years, our 10-year anniversary. We've been doing this for 10 years, losing our minds.
Buy more dogs and cats. I'm sorry, we need to remember the cat folks.
Yeah. Well, that's what we did. We gave away, we're giving away a box of cat food. That's what they won for the answer.
Fantastic. Hopefully they own cats.
We also, a couple of things coming up as well. December 19th, we will be doing a live with Michelle Allen from Monkey's House. Woohoo! Woohoo! And we've also been sharing all the dogs there at Monkey's House as well. So if you haven't caught up on those, if you're on Instagram, Facebook, just scroll back down through our profile and you can find those photos and a little bit about them as well.
It's the 12 dog days of Christmas. Yes. So every day we talk about 2 different dogs from Monkey House. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And all the lovely things. They're so cute.
They are cute.
And then also at the very end of the year, I want to say December 29th. Is when we're going to start it. We will be doing a pretty big giveaway.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, you do now.
I did that. I learned a lot of things later.
And one of our very near and dear friends is also joining in with us. So it won't just be AllProvide doing the giveaway.
Oh, I know who you're talking about now. Oh, he has told me about this.
Yeah. See, I sometimes tell him stuff. But yeah, if you hang around and make sure you have your notifications on, I want to say December 29th, but whatever the Monday is.
You're not going to say who it is? Is it a secret?
Well, can y'all guess it in the comments? Let's see if you can guess it in the comments. We'll wait for a minute. Thank you for the live Q&A. Hope to win the bone broth drawing. Yes, absolutely. I've been a little neglectful. I haven't decided what the question is for tomorrow, so I probably should do that today. Yeah, I think that's pretty much.
Okay, unless no other questions come in.
Yeah, I don't see
Somebody
any.
wants us to stop so she can go back to sleep.
Oh, wait, I got it. She'll be asleep, but watch this. You can see the head pop up. Oh, she's being lazy. Bonnie, that's sad. Acting like she's been working all day. Somebody did say, Dr. Morgan, you are correct. We'll be doing a giveaway with Dr. Judy. And I don't think we've ever given away this amount. I mean, it's not like a crazy amount, but it's pretty.
We're going to
good
give
giveaway.
you Bonnie.
You'll send her back, I promise.
This could be yours.
She can only be left alone for 3 hours at a time. Otherwise, your floor will know it.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So we are done. We will talk to y'all later. Make sure you follow us on all our socials and also pay attention to our stories. And that will be it.
Thank you, everyone.